Uh, so I guess I'm back now. I figured this would be a good video to make tonight. It's like 11 o'clock. All about my double nose piercings. Get you a good look at those bad boys. Left side, because I had a wonderful, beautiful human. I actually commented on her status because she was like, I lost a ball off my septum ring and I have to work tomorrow. What the fuck do I do? And I was just basically telling her, like, what size ring to get, because she works at Disney World and you have to have that shit flipped up. You can't have any visible tattoos or piercings besides your ears at Disney World. So she's like sending me pictures at Walmart at 10 o'clock at night, like, what the fuck do I do? So figured I'd talk about my nose piercings a little bit, and like the sizes and the jewelry and all that fun stuff and pain. I don't have my septum pierced right now just because, like, I pierced it like 7 years ago. I don't wear it just because I have my 2 nostril piercings and my Medusa, and I feel like that would be a lot. So, and my plugs. And so I just don't wear it in at all. That pain is absolutely like nothing though. I feel like that's a good starter piercing, because if you just can't have piercings, you can just flip that bad boy up and call it a good day. So, okay. So I did not get both at the same time. I got my right pierced for the first time when I was 21, and then that, like, I didn't know how to take care of piercings back then, and that just didn't work out. So I took that out, let that close up, got it re-pierced last year, in December of last year, or the year before, I think. Yeah, the year before last. At the piercing place I go to now, which is Hardcore Tattoo in Holly Hill, Florida, 1388 North Nova Road. There's a liquor store next door. Don't know the name of the liquor store, but the shop is in that little strip mall, and the shop is the one with the green lights around the window. Her name is Ashley. She is bomb. So if you're in the Daytona, Ormond Beach, Holly Hill surrounding area, go check her out. She runs deals all the time on Facebook, so just catch her when it's a good one. She's done everything but my ears. My ears were done at Walmart. Don't do that. So, okay. So, right side. First time it was like $30 because there's another shop around here. I'm not gonna say what shop, but it's on Beachside, and they do like a 2-for-1 piercing deal, which is like, honestly, is kind of a rip, because me and my best friend went in and she got hers, I got mine on the right, she got hers on the left. You can use it for 2 different people, or you can use it for 2 piercings on yourself. So we're like, cool, we'll just split it. And the lady's like, oh, that'll be $80 because they charge you like the piercing fee, they charge you like $5 for the needle they're gonna stab you with, and all this stuff. And she was like, because Kay was like, oh god, I know this is gonna hurt so bad. And the lady was like, do you want numbing stuff? And she's like, no, because you're gonna charge me for something else. So, so this was like one of the first piercings I ever got. So I was scared. I made her go first because A, he had latex gloves on, and I was like, you ain't touching me with that shit. I'm allergic to latex. Hold on, Marissa. I will message you back in a second. And so Kay went first, so I'm like, cool, I can watch everything he does. So he does her first, and he did it so slow. She was like, ugh. Because this was like the second time she's had that side pierced. And she was just like, ugh. And I'm like, oh God, I'm about to die. This is gonna be bad. So gets me in the chair, clamps it. He's like, close your eyes, don't open them until I tell you to wipe the tear away. Gave me a tissue, right? So I closed my eyes, and they did paperwork, run your ID through the copy and make copies. It was legit paperwork, everything. So you have to be in the state of Florida. You have to be 18, and I think 16 with parent permission. I'm not sure. I just waited until I was 18 to get whatever I wanted. So okay. So yeah, got us back there. Cleaned it, clamped it. Take a deep breath in, deep breath out, and that needle went through. He did it so slow. That was like, ooh, oh God. So, and that trying to get that shop was get to that shop was kind of crazy, because we go to the one place, and the one place is just a tattoo place. I think it's like the same owner, but it's two different shops. So they're like, oh, it's past Winn-Dixie, or it's right by Winn-Dixie. Well, that shit wasn't by Winn-Dixie. It was way past Winn-Dixie. So we had to hunt and find this place. We get there. The counter girl kind of was meh. So yeah, that was not a fun experience. I kind of had like piercing shop anxiety after that. And then I found Ashley, and she runs deals all the time. So on Friday the 13th, what she'll do is she'll have a flyer with like $20, $40, $60 in piercings for each, like a list of piercings for each one. And I think nose was like 20, so I was like, so I don't know why, like, hey, is that one friend always go do some crazy shit with? And I was like, hey bitch, you wanna go get a piercing? She was like, hell yeah. My best friend is all sorts of tatted up. She's a whole entire sleeve on her arm. So I was like, I know she's not gonna be a baby, so this is the right friend to pick. So we go in there, the line's all the way around the corner because it's Friday the 13th. She had an apprentice because she was about to have a baby, so she was like, alright, this is like your last little bit before I go on maternity leave. So I'm like, cool, let's catch her before she leaves. And then we ate first, and then we went straight there, and we waited, and then she called us back, and I was like, okay, so first time I was like laying back in the chair. Second time, both times that, because Ashley did both my nostrils, I was sitting up. So I got this one done first though. So she looked at my original, where that scar was. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like really, yeah, it's like really dark, and it's kind of big because I kind of stretched it. So she looked at my original hole to see if it was like too crazy, and then she thought it was too far forward at first, and then she looked at it and she was like, oh no, it looked good, and cleaned it, marked it, went ahead, and needle went through. Deep breath in, deep breath out. Let me tell you, if you want your nose pierced, have it and keep it forever. Oh my god, that was the most painful piercing. Oh, God bless America, that hurt so badly. Oh, that hurts so bad. like, it just felt like I got hit in the face for the rest of the night. It was just like pulsing, and then I had to work 2 days later. Almost ripped it out getting ready for work that night. And it was just swollen. I was walking around with like freaking soda can on it because it hurt so badly. So nose piercings take about six to 8 months to heal. Honestly, I waited about 7 to change this one, and I changed it out to an 18 gauge stud. I have no idea where all my jewelry is right now, so if I find it, I'll show you. But I got pierced with, like, exactly like this. She pierces with L's, so I get pierced with like your nose is usually like a 20 or an 18 gauge, so it's usually about what, like, normal sized ears are pierced at, especially if you got them pierced with a gun. If you got them pierced with a needle, they can do like 16 gauge all the way up to the bigger sizes, depending on how big you want to stretch. So the pain for this one was about like an 8. This one also hurt really bad because I got my Medusa done at the same time, because it was buy one get one free that day on Facebook. I think it was either she had it as like buy one half off or something, and I was like, hey, it's I walked in and I was like, hey, it's buy one get one, right? And she's like, you're doing them both on you, right? I said, yeah. And she was like, it's buy one get free. I was like, cool. Like, I was like, hell yeah, we're doing this shit. So my lip was $60 and my nose was free. This side was $20 the second time. The first time it was between me and Kay, I think it was like $40. So that is what that bad boy looks like. Same thing, cleaned it, clamp, needle, jewelry, done. And she is super fucking fast, so she did my lip first because she didn't want to like have a clamp in my nose and then put it in my mouth, and that's gross. So yeah, so you can get a good look at my little trifecta of going on here. I just have a bioplast with a little gem, and then this is the one she pierced me with. I haven't changed it. I haven't decided if I just want to do like a stud and a hoop. I really like how this looks. I think this looks adorable. Or if I want to do tubes, because I really want high nostrils. I just think high nostril piercings are so beautiful. And then, so on my right side, I have, it's actually a captive bead ring, if I can show you, but it's a captive bead ring, anodized in a purple color. I got it from Body Art Forms, and these plugs I got from Body Art Forms too. I'm at a 1 gauge 7mm, and these are just like pink, like basic glass plugs. And then on this side of my nose, this is just the one I got pierced with. Okay, so this ring is 10mm, just because this side originally was pierced kind of high, and I just had Ashley do it in the same exact spot. And yeah, so because I tried to use the ones that have a stopper on one side and then they're open, and that just didn't reach all the way, so I just wear a captive bead without a ball in it. It's never fallen out or anything. It's 18 gauge. I just like how the 18 little bit bigger ring looks than like a 20 gauge. I just think that's way too thin, and I'm African American. I got a big nose, so yeah. And the second time I got my nose pierced, the pain was probably like a good, maybe like a 6, not even. My lip was like, everybody's like, oh my god, that's the most painful piercing you can get is your Medusa, because there's so many nerves up here. This is like the area where all your nerves from your nose meet. So I was like, oh my god, that's so painful. The actual piercing, like, didn't really bother me at all. The swelling afterwards, I ate Chinese food before I went in because I knew I wasn't gonna want to be bothered for the rest of the night. And then I woke up the next morning and my lip was like double the size it usually is. So I walked in the kitchen to do something to drink, and Mom was like, oh my god, your whole entire lip is swollen. So ibuprofen and cold things were my best friend. No dairy, no extracurricular activities. Hopefully we all know what that means. But other than that, it was pretty easy heal. Just brush your teeth and wash your mouth out every time you eat something that's not water or clear ice. Yeah, and that's it. So I think that's it about my double nose piercings. I love them, so give you a good look at them again. Hi, welcome to my face. Yeah, so I will see y'all later. I love y'all. Bye.